So,
Or Coach sub me in? Or?
Are we gonna update our status?
Oh, for the relationship?
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh, it was months. It was like 9 months later. Oh, by the way, we've been together.
Did you?
She's like
9 months, nigga. What?
Yeah. No, when we were officially together, and then like 8 or 9 months later, she's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to update Facebook." I was like, "Oh yeah, me too." Like, because we don't base our lives around fucking social
Can you
media.
imagine getting the request? Like, you were in a relationship with Samantha Padilla, and then you're like, all right.
Why'd you hesitate? Why was that a hesitation?
Let me ask you this, because you know the history of y'all. You know, y'all been talking, y'all been involved with each other for quite some time before it was official.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys made it official? Did you like ask her to be your girl? Like you like, hey yo, my nigga, you want to make this official, or like you know?
I was like, hey Pam, dude, you want to get married or something? No, office joke.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, it was, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, I was afraid. Damn it. I hooked up with a go-go, okay, that she knew, that we all know. And I was keeping it a buck. I was like, yo, I hooked up with so-and-so, whatever, last month or whatever it was. And we were still just hooking up. And then that obviously turned her off. And I thought, well, I don't want to lose this girl because for a couple of years we've had a great relationship, a great friendship.
She was your ride or die role.
Yeah, she was my bestie for a while. So then that's when it was like, all right, I know you're not going to move any further without me. Like, I feel like I've exhausted this. It's time like to make it official. Yeah. And it was, holding hands. Oh, it was weird. It was different. Yeah. But now we're here. We're,
and now you're
those
engaged.
that don't know, I'm engaged. I just
congratulations. Round of applause.
Come on, man.
Congratulations. Dainjazone drops for sure.
Come on, man. I don't think the people know.
Horns.
I don't think they know how special this moment is, because
It is.
we were all like, yo, is it ever going to happen?
Yeah.
Man.
So go ahead. No, go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was going to say, to be fair, we were going to talk about it last pod.
We meant to talk about it last
pod.
Because we record on a Tuesday, a Thursday, and it would have led into the Sunday proposal.
Right.
And then would have brought us here.
Would have aired on Monday, the day after, but we're here. Dainjazone, please walk us through play by play.
All right. Without taking too much of your time to all the DJs
show us the setup.
out there. Some things happen. I said, cool, ready to go, ready to make this move. And I hit up Rell's friend Maggie, who makes
she designed
rings.
She designed my
rings.
fiance's ring and Alex's.
So Rell was like, she cuts out the middleman. You know, it's all 100% legit, minus the extra thousands you're gonna spend on middleman. I said, I need her
blood
number.
diamonds were good.
I don't know about that,
but
I'm assuming
no.
Rell will vouch.
She's a black woman, so you know she cares about that type of shit.
All right. So for it took about 10 weeks to get this right. I don't want to overthink anything. Just boom. Okay, this looks good. This is what I like. She likes blue meta plants. Put that on the back of the diamond. She's mentioned she likes a black diamond. She was going to show me. She forgot. Boom, get that. She's got long fingers. Got the long cut diamond. Cool. 10 weeks later, finally it's here. I told her mom 2 weeks prior to that because I knew her mom was going to get excited. Mm-hmm. And you
didn't want her to fuck up this price.
I don't want to, truth be told, I don't want anyone to really fuck it up. My brother almost fucked it up. Thank God her brother was getting married the day before I proposed. So when my brother said, oh, hey, congratulations, you guys are getting married. I was like, what? Oh, you mean her brother? Yeah. Oh, yeah, her brother got married.
Which brother was it? Please tell me
Brian.
What?
So I was like, yeah, no, her brother's getting married next Saturday. No, yeah. And Sam was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, of course you don't. I don't know anything either. But prior to all that, I said, everything's like 10 weeks ago, everything's shut down. COVID, obviously. Where the hell am I going to go? Initially, we were going to go to Boston because I'd have a date at the Grand and I was going to do something in Cape Cod. You know how beautiful it is out there. I got people with money out there that could have done something special. It would have been great. That wasn't going to work out. So I said, okay, she loves gardens. She loves plants. Let's do it at the Huntington Gardens. Like they have different themes, Japanese, Chinese, California, desert.
Yeah, it was dope.
So I hit up. So Rell said, "Yo," when I hit up Rell for Maggie's info, I said, I'm gonna propose to Sam, and of course Rell gets all excited and he's hitting air horns. He's like, "Yo, I gotta be there." I was like, "Cool, maybe you can help with taking a picture or video, capture the moment. So I had this master plan of telling Rell's fiance, Jenna, to hit Sam up with, hey, Rell and I have been wanting to check out the Huntington. You and Joe should come with us. So the plan worked out. Almost had a scare. She almost canceled. Worked out. I bought the tickets. And we're walking around, and there was a Japanese section, and I was like, "Oh, this would be dope," but it's not what I saw in the picture. Yeah. It's not what I want.
You got to fully commit to it. Exactly.
So we're walking around, and then we entered, we're about an hour in. We're walking into the desert. Like, I ain't proposing during no fucking desert theme. And then we go into Australia and Albuquerque, Red Rocks. I'm like, oh my God, you're killing me. There was that bamboo area that would look like.
That shit was dope.
I'm like, no, don't. And at this point, just so y'all know what I'm feeling, I feel like I'm in a position. Remember when you were a little boy and you liked a girl and you wanted to ask her out and you just kept saying, not now, not the time. I feel like a little boy all over again, just trying to figure out the right time. And all that. I'm thinking, Jenna's got to get to work. I know they're tired of walking around. We finally get to the Chinese section. And I'm like, and I see the bridge and all the green. I was like, money. That's a picture.
Money.
You're like Littlefoot in the Greenland.
Yeah, so we walk over and everything else is kind of a blur. I said, Rell, take a picture of us in front of this beautiful bridge. And then she was ready to walk away. I grabbed her boob, meant to grab her shoulder. And then I proposed and she's like, I can't believe it. She's like, I didn't think this day would come. I was like, no offense.
I was fucking crying.
We don't need to put all that information
She's like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, you see this ring?
I think you cut that audio part out because at the end of it, I was laughing so hard when she said that. She said, I don't think this will happen. And I fucking lost it. And I was like, yo, cut the end out. I was like, cut the end out. Because I was crying.
You ain't cutting it out. I'm cutting it out.
How did the handoff go? I want to know. There was a skip. At what point?
The handoff for...
Oh, because I gave Rell the ring at the last podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want... Because
and there was a daily check-in on the ring.
There was.
Oh, yeah. So, bro, you still got my ring? I got you, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, so 3 days before the proposal, I gave Rell the ring, and it's a bulky box. And I'm like, I can't be wearing shorts with this bulky thing hanging out. I don't want her to see...
I don't want her to... Fit.
Yeah, I don't want her to be like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh, it's a 5-hour shot, She would have believed that, though.
Yeah, she probably would have.
So when we got to the Japanese section, I was like, bro, give me this shit. Give me this shit.
I wore cargo pants, so I had pockets on the side and shit, so I just put it in my pockets. So.
For the occasion.
So for the next 45 minutes, I had both my hands in my pocket, just trying to make it not look so bulky and all that. But yeah, we got a round of applause.
Yeah,
a lady yelled
the
out.
timing was perfect because when we got to that area, there wasn't a lot of people in that area, and then I felt like as soon as he did it, you just saw a flood of people just come around. Like some people
they
actually
got the Evi. I sent them an Evi.
Some people just stopped because they saw what was happening, what was transpiring, and they were like, and then the next thing you just saw. Because when we left, because Jenna and I had to get out of there so she can go to work. I turned around. I said, "God damn, where all these people come from?" Yeah, and I was like, "Man, it worked out perfect, man. It was good. Man. It was dope."
Congrats, man.
Yeah, for real.
Thank you. And I just want to give some advice to those that are in a relationship. Right, yeah, because I'm an expert. Here's the thing. People are gonna say,
my nigga been engaged for a week.
You know what? You got a question about. Was that a joke? Or are we gonna do that question?
We could do that.
Okay, I'll give my advice later then.
All right, we'll do that.
But yeah. We're ready to move forward and all that. She says she feels like a woman now.
Yeah,
she don't feel like when she acts like I thought this whole time I was making her feel like a woman. You know what I'm saying? but that was something.
She don't know what you're saying.
Yeah. I was doing something wrong. I thought I was doing it all right.
I see Sam everywhere. She checked into the fucking stream last night.
She had a funny story for your stream.
She did.
I said, if they asked me that on the pod, can I tell you? She's like, I don't care. That was 5 years ago. I'm a different woman now. But yeah, so when she the last 3-4 days when she acts like a little girl, I'm like, I threaten, I'm gonna take that ring away. You can't acting like that.
Do you do the Martin shit? We be like, man, I ain't getting no thank you letter, no thank you thank you card or anything like that from it.
No, none of that. But she knows what time it is though, so we're all good.
Dope, man. Once again, man, congratulations to our guy,
Thank you guys.
DJ Dainjazone, man.
I would be remiss if I didn't ask my good friend Mickey on air to be my best man at my wedding.
Oh, I just kind of got shook. Hey, man. Absolutely, my brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, of course. So yeah.
What am I gonna wear? Oh, it's good.
Men's Warehouse. Figure it out.
There we go. Right.
Hey, you know what? I got to beef. I was just talking shit about Men's Warehouse. You remember DJ's wedding? I couldn't close my jacket. Bitch ass. Which is why I posted my little like. I didn't really transform much, but in my eyes. But I posted this like how we started, how it's going, bullshit. So then I posted that because that day I felt so bad physically. Yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother. Fuck Men's Warehouse.
Real quick though, when we couldn't find that bridge, I was like, yo, I swear to God, if we don't find this fucking bridge, I'm gonna be.
You can tell that
because we're on our way out, we're exiting. I'm like, man, we need to find this fucking bridge because I'm about to lose. Like, I can't do this all over again.
Yeah.
I forgot something. Let's go back. Like, nah, man, moment's over.
Sean, like, hey, can you learn CGI real quick? Right? I'm gonna need a different background.
I'm gonna just do it here, and then we're gonna change the background.
Hey, let's go pull up to your green screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Sam, come with. Yo, and speaking of all that. Shout out to Flipside from Chicago. He proposed on Twitch. He proposed on Twitch on Friday. So shout out to him. Different. Congratulations.
I know his subs went crazy.
Oh, I'm sure. And I set up the wedding donation option on Twitch stream. So, if you guys want to contribute, we appreciate it. I'd rather that than everything else because, Twitch gets a cut of everything else. So.
Right.
Smart.
Right.
Yeah.
Smart.
So that's what's up.
Beautiful. Well, yeah.
Oh what are we jumping into?
Oh, before we get going, Jetpack bags.
Oh,
yes.
15% off when you use coupon code MikiDz15, MikiDz15. 15% off your entire purchase. They just put up a new bag, the Snap, and they got a couple other bags coming out. So, yeah, man, use it to your advantage because I don't know how long it's going to be up.
MikiDz15,
that's not what
a great
I said.
bag. Beautiful bag.
It is.
Make sure you use it. Before we move on to our topics, though.
Sure.
Flowers to my man Rell for still being with us.
Oh, yeah, man. So on Tuesday, I got into a horrible, horrible accident.
Car accident?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
My car is pretty much totaled.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I'll show you guys the video.
This is how bad we're getting on this podcast. We're not sharing any information with our friends.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to
I mean, no, that's not your problem.
The only reason why people didn't I didn't tell people because I didn't want the sympathy. Like, you good? I was already getting.
You don't want your engagement to go up, man? Come on, man. My engagement went through the roof.
And wife was just like, I'm surprised you didn't say anything like on the streams. You know what I'm saying? Like, I streamed that Tuesday night.
Yeah,
it was literally a couple hours.
The same night.
The couple hours before we streamed, and Sean and I streamed that night.
Wow.
What you call it? And I was just like, nope. I went straight to the gym. I was on my way to go see Marcos. It happened. I was there. I was like, I'm gonna go work out. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, so it was bad. Real quick, a truck. He was going back to his company and he was going into his parking lot. And he was making a right turn from the left lane.
Mm.
He was in two lanes. He's in the left lane. I'm in the right lane. Yeah. And he made the right turn. He hit me. And then I slid into someone else's parked car.
Shit.
And I'm crammed in between the truck and what you call it.
Oh, shit.
Luckily, I got out. I was able to get out. I was unscratched. I was unharmed and everything. I got out. The car was fucked. The guy's car that was parked was fucked.
Is that on you because you hit that?
Well,
other
so
car?
that's the thing. I was like, fuck no. This dude can who makes a right turn from the left lane?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, no, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I got to get a witness or some shit like that. Like, because if they try to say like, oh, you know what I mean? The driver of the truck, like that nigga disappeared. I didn't even see who he was. Because again,
left?
we was in front of
his car.
We was in front of his business. So like the manager of the company was out there already. Like she was calling 911. The owner of the car that I slid into, he was out there. He was calling 911 and whatnot. And I took a minute to get out of the car because I had to calm down.
Yeah.
I had to cool off.
Right.
I was like, I'm not gonna get out the car. Call my fiance. Call my fiance. Let her know what's happening. Let her know that I was okay. So she was on her way to come over there. She sent our good friend Lauren. She came over there. Shout out to Lauren. Oh snaps. So I get out the car. We exchange all information, whatever. The cops didn't come because in California accidents happen all the fucking time. So they were like, if no one is injured. Like, there's no reason for us to come.
There's nobody with a gun. They won't show up.
Yeah, pretty much.
A couple hours.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So we were like, fine. Obviously, I called my boy, wifey called our boy Alex, and he was like, get all the information that you need because luckily enough, it happened in his jurisdiction.
Oh, wow.
So he says, if you need anything, let me know. I'll pull up on these people if they try to say it's not your fault. So that was my concern, is that these people were going to say that I'm at fault, especially the guy's car that I hit on the what you call it. Luckily, the guy's car that I hit, he worked at a tire shop right there at the corner.
Wow.
And his company got the cameras and got the whole fucking accident. And you can it's clear as day. You can see this truck just going, just reckless about it and going boom. You see me coming, knocked out. I'm like, perfect. You know, I got the people that are helping me out with my car situation. Sent them all the evidence and shit. So I'm thankful for that, man. I'm thankful to like not walk away from it without a scratch. And yeah, we're here, man.
Now you got yourself a brand new car.
Man, shit. Well, hopefully, let's hope so. And the funny thing about it is, because my car's leased, this is the last month. I looked that day, I paid my last car payment on my lease. God. And I said, perfect. What's next? What am I getting next? I said, what am I getting next? So
the timing.
I was like, man, the timing is crazy.
Are you going to see a chiropractor? What's it called when you have post reaction to like a big accident like that?
Post traumatic stress?
PTS? No, it's like maybe that's it, but like some people don't feel the effects until weeks later.
Yeah, like and that's what they said. They were like, you probably won't feel nothing. You probably feel something tomorrow. But because I went to the gym, it was just soreness from the gym. I didn't feel anything yet, and you know our trainer was
hopefully nothing hits you.
Yeah. Hopefully my trainer was like, "Have you felt anything?" We worked out. Sean and I worked out together today.
We hit each other.
Yeah, I'm more sore from that shit. Yeah.
Whoa. You probably shouldn't have. We should probably delete this episode because if there's evidence, like if there's something comes up physically, and they know that you worked out later that day or the next day, they're gonna say no. He went to the gym. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's true. And I said that I had lawyers calling me and shit and be like, yo, we can get you money. I said, listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not trying to get over on these people. Like I said, the driver disappeared. When I asked for the driver's license, the woman was like, whoa, he didn't have his wallet on him. And so his license is not here, but we can give you our email and phone number so you can get it and we can send it to you later. And I'm like,
I see your building.
Yeah. I got your building. I know where you work at. Like, you know what I mean? I got your company. It's all this shit. I got cameras. I got
cops.
We got some of the best lawyers that we know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm not worried about any of that. If it gets to that point where they try to say I'm at fault, then
I'm pretty sure they'll be in contact with you and try to figure things out.
So I'm like, listen, just pay for my shit, man. That's all. Just take care of what you need to take care of, the responsibility, and that's all it is. As long as I get my car back and I'm good, that's all I care about. Yeah. I don't care about. I'm not trying to get over on these people. So even if a week from now I start feeling pain, it's fucking my fault because I should have went to go get checked out and do all that shit instead of going to the gym and doing all that shit. So
we ain't like the guy rapping about EDD scams and then gets caught for EDD
exactly. Come on,
guys. Let's be smarter.
So yeah. So thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate all everybody that reached out to me to check on me. So it is,
Yeah. And just going into last episode real quick, we got good response, good feedback on a lot of guys at Twitch and stream and all that. Again, shout out to Marco. A few other things that he had mentioned. I think this is a nugget. Run your ads early because especially if you know someone's gonna raid you, when those new raiders come and they're obviously not subscribed to you or they don't follow you, they're going to get an ad and they're going to say, fucking, I'm out of here. So if you know someone's going to raid you, run the ads early, get them out of the way. Cause I think they run for a 30-second ad, it runs every 10 minutes or 20 minutes or something like that. But you have the option to run an ad or give people a heads up like, hey, if you're not subscribed to me, I'm about to run this ad just to get it out of the way. But if you are subscribed to me, you won't see this ad. So I
didn't know you can control that.
You can do it on your phone too. On the
you just turn it on and off, right?
You get the if you're not following or subscribed to someone, you automatically get the fucking ads.
Yeah. So you can just give them a heads up. Gonna run it early. If you're not subscribed now, so you don't have to deal with this shit.
That's good. Yeah.
Or just get it out of the way
That's
before.
Good to know. I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that.
Big nugget. And also, I don't know. I was working with Streamlabs. Apparently, it works fine for other people. I was working with Streamlabs, and I had audio dropouts. And when I just shut my whole shit down, deleted Streamlabs from my OBS, everything was working fine.
Yeah.
And then I hooked up Stream Elements and I had one audio dropout and it was because someone followed and, a GIF comes up and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But after that one, everything ran smooth.
Yeah.
So if Streamlabs ain't working with you guys, check out Stream Elements.
Yeah, I use Stream Elements, but I just use it for the timer bots, just to put up like stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with Stream Elements.
Yeah, I just had that one very early in my set, and that was it. We were
shout out to Marco, man. He checked in on our stream on Tuesday night. He came in and he tapped in, man. Shout out to him.
There he is.
I got a scenario for you guys. How would you react to this? This funny, and I'm just speaking in the world of Twitch. You can say it's a general, it's a principle. If you have a stream, now I get it. We're all playing a lot of the same stuff, right? Well, Mickey, you don't Twitch, but if you were, you'd be probably playing similar stuff to us.
Going along.
Okay, work with me. And let's say you have this unique thing. What you're doing, nobody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
The way you look, the way the theme of it all, the way you're even talking.
Mm-hmm.
Everything about visuals, everything, it's unique. And then all of a sudden you see someone else doing the same exact thing with the same name. What's your reaction to that?
What they're calling their theme the same name?
Yeah. If my theme was Party
Rock.
If my theme was Love Mondays, and then someone else is doing Love
Wednesdays.
Fridays.
Oh yeah.
And I get bad example, Love, but if it's like something very specific, well, you know, I can't. Engagement
example.
Fridays, okay. Engagement Fridays. Engagement Fridays.
Wordplay.
Right? Samantha Monday. No, I'm kidding.
Now we get ahead of ourselves.
She don't watch it. But you guys get my point.
I get your point.
A very unique thing, and then you see someone else doing it, and they may or may not have more followers than you. They may or may not be a partner, affiliate, or whatever. What's your guys'? How are you reacting to that?
I mean, I get that most people's initial response would be to get upset or be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" or whatever. But I think, you know, I'd be like, I'd take it as a compliment. You know what I mean? Like, they admire me enough to bite my whole fucking style. Like, okay, they appreciated my idea enough to be like, "Yo, I'm gonna do that same thing and do it." I guess they weren't doing it their own way, but you know, I'm gonna take what they're doing and do it my way.
Yeah.
We always are taught, like, the people that that inspire you or whatever kind of take a piece of what they got going on and
steal like an artist.
Yeah, and then make it your own. So I get why someone's initial response would be like, "Yo, fuck this person." You know what I mean? Like, how you just gonna bite my shit like that? But you can kind of look at it like, oh, I admire that. Thank you, man. Yeah. But is if, you know, we're speaking hypothetically, or you know what I mean? Is this person? I'm going to assume that this person is not shouting out the person that they got this from. That's what I'm going to assume. Yeah,
I doubt it.
Yeah. So I mean, again, even in that scenario, I still would just admire it. I would try to admire it. Let me say that. I'm not going to say that I would actually do it, because if I saw it, I'd be like, "Oh, word, this is what we doing."
Yeah.
But I would try to admire it.
Yeah.
So what is it? Imitation is the best form of flattery, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But I do feel that if someone is able to duplicate what you do, then, and this might not be a fan favorite answer, but then maybe you're not doing it to the best of your ability. I think you need to come up with something that will separate you, that can't be duplicated. If you feel that, now I understand that the standard recipe is there, right? How I was gonna say chicken Alfredo, but your mom doesn't. We don't do the white sauce.
We don't do the white
sauce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southern
respect,
Italy,
my bad.
Sicily.
All right.
Come
Cool.
on,
So, all right. So somebody can make spaghetti. I can make spaghetti. Spaghetti's gonna be different, right? You can have the recipe, but at the end of the day, it's what you do, and it's the love that you do it with. So that will always outshine whether you're doing it because you think it's a good format or because you think it's a good recipe, or, you know, people will see that. And unfortunately, also in this world we live in, like, just because you're the first doesn't mean you're going to do it the best.
Yeah.
And so you can't live off of the comfort of being the first to play.
Yeah.
You got to live off the comfort of continuously becoming the best version of what you can do. And so I get it. There's going to always be people who duplicate things. I could be the first person to ever resell sneakers in a brick and mortar store, but there's going to be tons of people who see the opportunity. And I think you got to just continue to evolve, and then, you know, basically grow the distance between what they do and what you do. And I think you can't really, allow someone else, regardless of what they do, control your focus. That's just a distraction from what you could be doing.
Do you stop doing it the way you do it if you see someone completely stealing your idea? That's like head to toe. Do you change? Do you try to change it up and be like, okay, I see it, regardless of what your reaction or what your response is, like Mike was saying or whatever? Do you go back and go, all right, I'm gonna change it up a little bit and do this? Do you do that, or do you just continue doing your thing? Because does it turn around? Let's say someone saw the person that bite it first, and then saw your shit, and be like, yo, why are you biting them for? Yeah. And then you don't know shit. Shut the fuck up. You like you know what I mean? Like, so do you?
Well, there's evidence of that, because if you save your streams, obviously you can check the dates and whatever. No, my advice to all this shit is do what feels right. If it continues to feel right to do, then continue to do it. The big problem is if you feel like this is your last big idea. I think that's more of a problem than the actual problem at hand, because you will continue to evolve and be creative. I think what were you saying about being the first? Oh yeah, we never talk about, and this may come off harsh, but the only people that do it first and then have someone do better than them, all they're left was a story of I did it first. No one cares about the guy that did it first per se. It's always about who did it best. Now that remains to be seen, because you're both kind of just doing it, and we're gonna see who lasts long, who really wants to do it. But and I understand, and especially this is in regards to Twitch. We're all trying to become affiliates. We're all trying to get more emotes. We're all trying to become partners, right? And that's the big one, partner, right? To become partner, to my knowledge, you have to be unique along with having numbers. Mm-hmm. So if you feel like this is my unique thing, this is my foot in the door, and then someone else comes along and does it, and he may have more followers than you, I understand the frustration within that. But again, I would just, if this is something you enjoy doing, I would continue to do it, and just continue to be prepared for the next thing, because you're not going to do that theme for the next 6 months. You may say, "Oh, I got a better idea." Now, my advice to him was, you can't come off bitter. You can't be that dude saying, "Oh, this dude bit my shit." You can, but I think you got to be smoother about it. I think you got to you don't want to, first of all, you don't want to feel like anything can get to you, because you want to be above that. You want to feel like you're above that, and you're better than that. You're more creative than that, to just allow something like that get to you. Mm-hmm. So I said, what I would do, I wouldn't stay silent, and I wouldn't go off on this dude. I would have fun with him. He knows what he did, especially if he had seen your stream before. Mm-hmm. I mean, if he's seen your stream before, then it's going to be super fun. But I said, what I would do, I would have fun with him. I would put a video of my stream. I would post one video going back and forth of my stream and his stream.
Oh, I'm sick.
That's petty.
It's petty. But this is where we have fun. I would do that. And then I will put in the caption, hey, all love, bro. There's room for both of us.
Shout out to all my fans.
Yeah. Hey, because this dude is doing exactly what you're doing, right? So I was like, you know what? Have fun with it.
Now you're bringing your crowd to his. For what? What's the point of listening to trolls or people that aren't at your level? Like, if they copy your shit, why are you gonna bring your following to and bring awareness to this other guy?
Well, that depends on. And so on Twitch, you have you have a loyal following, right? People that are always gonna show up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So and especially if he does it on another day, that's fine. But you have your loyal followers. They're gonna say, "Yo, fuck that dude. I like what you do. I like what you're doing better," and yada yada. Mm-hmm. Look, you can do however you want with it, but my advice is just have fun with it, dude. You're probably gonna work with these guys. You're probably gonna cross paths with them. There's no sense in being bitter and hating them, and you should. I think you should just have fun with it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could be quiet with it and keep it moving, and that's why you may have you might see him in the stream saying, "Yo, dope. This is dope."
Yeah.
Because that guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
Don't be a biter.
Hey, yeah. I mean, your favorite influencer has 500 followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a gem for you.
Wait, your favorite?
Your favorite influencers. Favorite influencer has 500 followers.
Cheap game.
All right.
The fuck
I know, and I know that for a fact.
Just like you said, doesn't matter who did it first. It matter who did it. Who did it better.
If your platform's bigger,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you think of all the
light bulb.
A lot of the big artists and producers. They're taking from.
That's why we got ghostwriters and ghost producers.
See, now I'm on the same page.
There's so many stories of guys that didn't get paid for such and such as production because they made the song for them.
Yep.
But you would never know that because you say, "Oh, that's his beat."
It's
like,
got his tag on it. It must be his beat.
Got his tag on it. He made it.
Hey man, look. Everybody starts somewhere.
Yep.
Not everybody gets paid.
That's
unfortunately.
True. In other big news, we have our own MikiDz playlist on Beatsource.
Oh yeah,
shout out
that's
to
right,
us.
man.
Shout out to us.
I have no input in that, but I'm just.
Sean, you want to throw some tracks in? Anything you like?
I like them tracks.
You can have my 5.
I like them tracks.
So here's the thing.
There you go.
What you will find within the MikiDz playlist is not the typical average go-to club hits. We are posting music. We are adding music that we think is dope, that is not necessarily a hit. It might become a hit. That's not really up to us per se. It just may organic. Like, I guess the best example I can give is Orange Soda. By Baby Keem. No, but but back in the days.
Hooligan is.
Huh?
Hooligan is on there.
Hooligan, yeah. But remember how Orange Soda blew up and it took a while? That a song like that would have been in our playlist.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then by the time it popped off, we probably would have taken it off and put something else on there. So yeah, if you're just looking for some dope shit to play during your stream, that's not a go-to, that's not like a typical playlist, we got you from house to hip-hop and whatever, anything else we can find on Beatsource. That's dope. And we'll update it every week. We got to update it this week. But yeah, so
we updating it every week.
Yeah, we're adding songs every.
It was every 2 weeks.
I mean, you can.
I'll hit spin.
Yeah. I think we can do it however we want.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, at least we'll swap in 3 to 5 songs every week.
Okay.
And it also depends on what comes out. We don't just want to put shit in there. Just
be doing it.
Yeah.
And I think, just to speak on it, we sometimes keep it humble to some of the things that we have been able to accomplish in our short time, kind of, I would say, returning back onto the brand.
Yeah.
MikiDz has definitely been around for over 10 years now.
Yeah, 10 years.
As the leading DJ streaming show of all time. Just going to say that.
Man, he's speaking facts right now.
And
tell you right now, he ain't lying to you.
And so, we kept it kind of humble. When we got the SiriusXM show, we let you know what it is. And, but, a couple million listeners later and, every single week, we come with that hot, guest set and resident set, if you will. And so getting our own playlist is incredibly special because this isn't a record pool. This is a DSP.
Yep.
It's a digital streaming platform. So, we are, the new Rap Caviar. We are the new, whatever you want to call it. We are that list that will live on Beatsource exclusively.
Yep.
And so, we're super excited to see where that can go.
Unless Spotify wants to cut the check, but
that ain't happening.
I heard they don't cut checks though.
Hey.
Unless you're white. Oh, we got Joe.
Come on, man. We got Joe.
We got another Joe.
Let me know.
We got a nice balance here.
Let me know.
Rainbow correlation.
Yeah, I was gonna add.
We got Joe privilege.
Joe privilege. I don't like how that sounds.
At all.
I don't like how that feels.
Joe's name, the Joe name is starting to take a downfall.
Nah, Biden coming up, man. He did all right. He did all right.
Joe's in movement right now.
Shout out to Joe Kelly.
Wow.
We'll take that, Joe.
Joe jokes are great.
Yeah. So
anyway,
again, we're another ornament to add to the MikiDz tree.
Make sure you check out that playlist, man.
Check out that playlist. Again, Beatsource is here to stay. It's the future. There's going to be a lot of changes in the music game, and Beatsource is they are adding more features like a locker and all that. to keep your offline locker. So yeah, definitely check us out. Check out what gains our interest. Oh, this is what I was going to say. If you listen to Rell Twitch on Wednesday nights, you'll get a taste of what's in that playlist. If you listen to what I do on, I'd say Fridays, you'll get a taste on that. I'm finally getting more comfortable with my set to where I can expand outside of like just what I'm doing.
I gotta call you out though.
What happened? I forgot to change the name of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, because that was Tuesday's show.
I was confused.
Yeah, everybody
Karma
does it.
called me out on that too.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people make that mistake or whatever. But you know you can do it like right there on the spot.
Yeah. Karma and this guy, different shows say, hey, this isn't classic hip hop and R&B. And then I forgot. I left it that way. I was like, well, these funk samples or disco samples are used in hip hop. I was like, you just work with me. I'm in the zone.
I threw his 5 sons and walked away.
This is a pity 5 sons. I was like, fuck the name of this show. Walked away. No, yeah. Thursdays I do classic club hits. Just shit that's my Thursday jam. Don't anyone take that copyright. Just kidding.
Burgerlicious.
And then Tuesdays I do hip hop and R&B. Yeah.
Is your hip hop and R&B across the board from old to new or just
Tuesdays?
School? Yeah.
Oh, old school.
Oh, old school. Okay.
Yeah. I started off on Monday. I was like, oh, they got the boom bap, like boom bap.
Boom bap Mondays.
Let me do Tuesday.
And they run that shit all day.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Miss Ninja. I rated her boom bap Monday a couple weeks ago. She was playing some cuts. I don't know much about her. We get along online well. Yeah. But she was playing some jams.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's involved with that. Audio One started that, right?
Audio One, yeah. I see Marco do it. A handful of dope DJs have done it.
Fire.
Yeah. So moving on. Rell had a private gig. How was that?
Oh yeah, man. Listen, I had a private gig, man. First gig since the pandemic started. It was cool. It was actually really good. It was great to get a response back, doing all this online with the streaming and shit like that. Yeah, the people were talking in the stream or whatever, but to see people dancing and get a reaction from tracks that you're dropping and shit like that, man, just be like, this is why we fell in love doing this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna front. I was nervous because I thought I was gonna be rusty. Shit, it's been 7 months? Yeah. I want to say just about like 7 months. So I was like, damn, I'm about to be rusty. I'm not gonna know what to fucking play. Am I gonna be out of date on music? You know what I mean? Like, are people gonna be hip to the newer shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like,
what was the demo?
It was actually a mixed crowd. It was a really dope mixed crowd. Yeah, it was actually a really good mixed crowd. You know what I mean? The Spanish music for some reason just went off.
Nice.
Like the salsa, salsa shit just went crazy. It didn't matter who it was. It just went off. So I was like, that was perfect. Obviously you can't go the old school outside of the salsa stuff. The old school shit it just resonates with people. They were the crowd was like, the demographic was like our age. So the old school shit just worked perfect. I snuck in a couple of newer joints here and there, but it was dope. Like it was literally like I didn't miss a step.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like just flying through shit, and I was like they were like, man, we wanted. I was doing a favor for somebody, and they were like, we wanted this person, but they recommended you, so you better be good. And I was like, were you at this person's wedding? And they were like, yeah, that shit was jumping. I was the DJ there. And it fucked them up. That was good.
And then they threw you 10 subs.
Yeah. Right, exactly. You're like, where that tip money at, baby? Come on, man.
You got a wedding coming up.
Yeah, exactly,
the middle again. Get the hype train.
Let's go, baby. But yeah, it was dope, man. Like, shit, it was Hennessy and weed everywhere. And I was like, man, this is dope, man. This is like, this is my, see why they asked me, they recommended me for this.
Yeah.
They see your Tuesday show.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But it was dope, man. I had a good time. Like I said, it was just really refreshing just to get that response, that
right.
in-person real response from people, seeing people dance. You drop a track and they go, oh shit, this is my shit. And I'm like, oh man, like, miss this feeling. So it was good, man. I'm looking forward to getting back out there. I need the city to open back up. Yeah. Let's go Dodgers. I feel like if the Dodgers win,
come on,
they're
man.
Gonna open the city up.
Come on, man.
I'm a Dodgers fan for this World Series, bro.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Shoot. Speaking of private gigs.
Speaking of amazing private gigs.
Jeez. Today, the one and only Omar, a.k.a. DJ Nitrane. We saw some clips from, you might have heard of the show. It's catching, steam. Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I know about that show.
I heard about that show before.
DJ Nitrane, in his own words, finally got to play Tao.
I saw that.
Oh, that's funny because they created a Tao theme.
Because they created a Tao-themed nightclub at, I believe, the Kardashians' home for Kim's 40th birthday. And, of course, the one and only. And shout out to Mike Snedeker, who that's where I first saw the clips.
Yeah.
Who's a close friend of the family and done probably who knows how many special events with everybody over there. But Nitrane was in the background, getting everything rolling.
Yeah.
With this man, Lord, what's his name? I don't even know. Courtney's ex-husband.
Yeah, what's his name? Jack or something? Jack Stefanovich or something?
Scott, bro.
Jingle Hammersmith?
Rob?
Scott. Disick.
Sean knows.
Yeah.
The Lord.
Sean watches the show.
I was like, oh yeah, that's my guy.
Nah, fam, I don't watch the show. Matter of fact,
I buy his shoes.
What?
Why are you yelling? You have a microphone, Sean.
I don't watch the show.
Okay, thank you.
So dumb. Yeah, shout out to Nitrane, man. I saw him. He was posting little pics and stuff. Or if you guys follow him on his story about him being on the PJ and shit like this, right? So later on that night, I said, "Oh, okay, Wealth, I see you." Right. Just sending a little shots to him here and there.
Incense train,
right? Yeah. Later that night, he did like a pop-up stream. Right. He did a pop-up stream on Twitch. I said, hey, it looked like
that room was so nice.
It looked like he was still on the PJ streaming for a second, right?
I thought he had a green screen.
I thought he did too. And that's the thing.
And that's what I was like, hey, jump on that couch.
I signed on. I said, yo, my bro, log off. I said, log off. Yo, I was like, you gotta log off, bro. I'm like, man. But shout out to Nitrane, man. He's doing it, man.
We love to see our friends doing stuff like that. And again, shout out to Mike Snedeker. When I think of Tao, I can't help but think of Mike Snedeker.
Absolutely.
He, once upon a time, LMFAO was trying to get into Tao. They wouldn't let him in because the way they looked, and they say, fuck that. You guys are going to want to book us one day, blah, blah, blah.
And they went to Marquee.
Sure enough, they started booking LMFAO, and because of Mike Snedeker, that all came to fruition, and he became part of the family. And yeah, so
Mike has an amazing eye for talent.
He does.
And just great additions to.
Wasn't sorry to cut you off. Wasn't Mike part of the reason why they got into Dre's out here as well?
Party Rock, when we had the Party Rock Wednesdays. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
Because Victor Dre was a whole different situation. Victor Dre owned Win at the time, or Excess. Or he was just getting out of his set, something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought Mike was a part of that too as well. But
no. Mike, again, he what were you saying? He has an eye for talent. Should have thought about that, but and Tao, I was just talking to someone else about this. Tao has been consistent throughout the years. Like they had us come to their 10-year anniversary like 3 years ago. And it's like, yo, you guys have been open for 10 years consistently, which is rare because in Vegas, never mind LA, when in Vegas, clubs open and close all the time. Or when clubs close, they're done.
Right.
And then it's something else. But Tao has maintained a consistency for a reason. They survived the EDM boom and kept it funky with the hip hop and top 40 and whatever mashups at the time and bootlegs. And they got through that, and they continue to do extremely well for themselves. The numbers are doing well. Then they did the Marquee thing, and they just continue to evolve. They got Marquee Singapore, et cetera. So Tao, like when I talk to buyers, when we talked to Randy at Dare, Jason Strauss was the example, right? And when I talked to Zach Sobman, when he was at Dare, it was about, this is what Tao's doing,
comparing everything.
So again, I mean, all that just to say, shout out to Mike Snedeker and of course Nitrane, because that's a really big moment. I love seeing that, being that we're in COVID, shut down and whatever. I don't watch the Kardashians, but seeing those guys do that was really, really cool.
That was dope, man.
And they brought Mike in because it couldn't be Tao without Mike, just to speak to that.
He was a part of that.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
So moving forward, switching with Rell.
Yeah, man. We had a dope stream last night. I got to shout out my brother YDJ, who's here. He came on and shut the shit
Yo, I
down.
caught like the last 5 minutes of it. Got some subs out of me or some bits out of me. Something.
Yeah, like my brother Waddy went
dope.
fucking crazy last night. Everybody, people were hitting us up after. They were like, "Yo, your boy Waddy is
WATTYJAY. Follow him.
Follow my man. He is the artist Danny Lay. He is her tour DJ. So he's in town actually doing a show for her this weekend. So please go follow him. Anyways, the stream was dope. YDJ came and did a guest set. Obviously, our brother Sean aka Andre Cox. Shut it down. Chandre, aka Shawnee Boy.
On.
You know what I mean? So I say all that because Wave, aka Wave God, this nigga got so many fucking names, bro.
I'm telling you,
some consistency.
What you want? What do you want?
Hey, Chandre is, come on.
I am all these people though. It doesn't even matter.
Okay, all right, bro, keep going.
Whatever you want to call me.
Anyways,
I am that guy.
Sean, aka
whatever you go viral under, we're sticking to it.
Exactly. That's what I said. So Sean, aka Andre Cox over here, he had a great question that he asked, and we got some dope responses from it. And it's, what is your turn off rip with the opposite sex, regardless of how bad that person is, regardless if they check off, you can check off every criteria. They're like, man, they just hit everything, but it's just one thing that I'm like, it's a deal breaker. Like, I'm not fucking with this person.
When they ignore me.
When they ignore you?
Yeah, when they don't give me play.
Sounds personal.
Well, she's just playing hard to get though. Yeah, in it for the chase.
A lot of the answers, I think we had a poll for it. And then like the top answer was like laziness. Like people, we were like, I can't stand people who are just lazy. Like it's a deal breaker. Mine was cigarettes. If you smoke cigarettes, get the fuck up out of here. Like, I'm not doing it, man. Like, and I remember, being young, you didn't give a fuck. Like, a smash was a smash, and you would just be all up in what I call the ashtray mouth. You would be all up in that shit, and it's just, as I got older and evolved, and I'm just, I'm not doing it, bro.
Man, that was gonna be my pick when I was in Vegas and when I was running around and being that guy. I remember seeing a go-go, of course, a go-go. And I was like, D Miles knew her, and I was like, yo, D, you got introduced. And then she started talking to me. I was like, whoa. And it's the worst in the club, right? Man. Because if they have alcohol mixed with
especially in Vegas, because they're allowed to smoke in the clubs and the casinos and shit.
I was
man.
Like,
you smell like cigarettes.
I know, it's crazy, man. Yeah.
Vodka, orange juice, and bubblegum.
Man, yo, it's the worst thing. I'm just like, man, like you see a girl. Can you imagine you seeing a girl? You're like, damn, she's bad, bro. And maybe you got the introduction or someone that knows her, so you could probably get the inside or whatnot. And then she pulls out a fucking box of Newports, and you're like, that shit!
Want one? You got a light?
I smack that shit out of her hand.
I'm like, come on, man. I was like, yo, it's that is awful.
Weed is legal, right?
Exactly. Smoke weed, man.
I'd rather make out with a girl that had the weed breath than a cigarette breath.
Yeah, we know. Weed smells amazing.
She brushed her teeth.
Mike, you stupid. Mike, what's a turn off for you off rip?
I mean, laziness, I can like jump on board with that.
I think, what the thing is about the reason why I didn't like the laziness is because you got to get to know someone to know that they're lazy. I feel like, so I'm talking about like.
Bottle rats. Whenever I see girls jump around tables and then they try and be nice to me, it's like, no, I know you're just being nice.
This means they're easier though.
Not necessarily, because they're just going to leave and go to another table once they get their drink.
You get turned down by a bottle rat.
No, not bottle rats. Bottle servers. That was my shit. That was my jam.
Yeah, we know. Go-go's.
Go-go's. Love a working woman, bro. I love a working woman who's free in the morning.
No laziness around here, baby.
I love a girl who's counting money at the end of the night.
Right. You like strippers too?
I'll wait for her. I'll keep the car running. I'll keep the heater on. She said she was going to be done.
It's just...
Meet me at the Henry, Cosmopolitan.
That 3 a.m. meetup was clutch.
Hold on. Let's talk about that real quick. Just dating a girl that works in the club. It's kind of trash.
Whoa. You can't say that because we work in the club,
just because you transitioned.
Hold on, wait. Whoa, this has nothing to do with me, DJ.
It's a long night.
I'm so in love with me alone.
Yeah, fam. You know dating a go-go? Come on, fam.
Because they get home at like 2:33, then they got to take a shower, and you're still up with them. They're probably going to want to eat something, so.
You got to go to Denny's at 3 a.m.
It's a long night. And then you got to wait for your boy Nazareth to sit you. Remember Nazareth in Hollywood?
Nazareth was the OG, bro.
Nazareth was dope.
Man.
But yeah, the bottle rats. That shit turned me on.
on Sherman Way got a lot of burn.
Yeah,
just letting you know.
Yep. We definitely pulled up. We definitely pulled up.
What was the Thai spot too?
The one that's running. Yeah, the one that's running.
Oh no, whatever.
Exotic Swan or Swan Exotic or some shit like that.
Swammy Swanson.
Some shit like that. It's right around the corner from the crib. Someone what you call it. Anyways, Mike, answer the question.
Is the name of that one. But
better answer, Mike.
Better answer, hygiene.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ew.
And you could take that however and wherever you want to talk about.
That's a good one.
But that's
Sam said, I can't tell you how many go-go's just are funky. Like you see these girls, they're hot and all, but oh my God, these girls do not take care of themselves.
Yeah. Ew.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
because when you go down there, never mind.
Sean. Hey, just pull the blanket down as hard as you can.
Oh, man.
As far as you can?
I agree with all those, but I'm like, oh, man. I think I said the cigarette one too, because I definitely, just not something I would deal with.
Come on, man.
Like, come on, we're in 2020. You still smoking cigarettes?
What you got?
Oh, you know what? I'm not with. You gotta put your phone down. If you always on your phone, and you know you gonna meet a chick off rip and know if that's what kind of girl she is, because she gonna be talking to you like head down, thumbs hitting the phone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. You gotta put your phone down.
I could fuck with that one. Yeah.
So is that really gonna turn you away from smashing?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Because you're annoyed. Because you're annoyed.
I'm saying who we are today. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
10 years ago, man, fuck out of here, bro. You can be on your phone all you want. I'm still gonna get this smash.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, when I'm
beat and engage at the same time, it's not a problem.
When I'm annoyed by a girl, I'm off it. I used to hook up with a girl you all know, and then when I was like I was good,
we learned a lot about Joe's dating life.
When I was good, no dating. I was just hooking up. But when I was good, like she would come around the table and purposely talk to someone in front of me with their ass in my face. And just being extra, like all the extra shit. And I'm just like unnecessary. When a girl is extra, I don't like, I need some mystery to you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to see everything in full performance. I don't need a whole, I don't need theatrics. Just
that's
like,
how I got kissed by a man.
That's true. Yo.
Because old girl was straddling me.
Quick story.
No context.
Quick story. This girl was on Sean.
Admitted that on live air. Let's get into it, baby. Listen, first of all, I'm hot. I am hot and I missed that shit. I was so mad I wasn't there.
This girl, long story short, this girl was on him and he was giving every excuse in the world to not hook up with this girl. And then he was just like, yo, I'm gay, to be honest with you.
Not
Look, we shout out to Coco Black. He was the designer for all the original Party Rock shit. A gay man. And we're all just kind of sitting back on this couch and we're watching this shit. We're watching this girl just fully throw herself on our guy, Sean. Sean wants no part of it. He grabs Sean and kisses him. She's like, okay, got it, and leaves. Man. Saved your life.
She might have got pregnant, but I was not with it though. I wasn't. The whole time I was just like, we was talking at first, but then once I sat down and then she decided to straddle me, I was like, nah, I'm not. I'm good.
No.
Wait, what?
You said, weren't you seeing someone at the time?
No.
No problem.
We're trying not to incriminate you.
No.
We're quietly whispering to the mics and pick up everything.
Exactly.
I was good at that time.
You'll hear this back in post-op.
Exactly. Between Sean getting kissed and him getting into a fight with a gay dude, I'm like, man, why do I keep missing these things? I was outside the club.
Yeah, we were trying to get in.
And Alex is texting us, yo, Joe just got into a fight with a gay dude.
I told you I don't like extra when people like extra. I had to fight the dude.
I'm like, oh, man.
Well, we totally stand with any LGBTQ.
This is just a coincidence.
I'm just trying to cover our bases.
No, absolutely.
100%.
These two incidents
I'm PR
were
here.
was just a coincidence.
Look, whether you're a guy or girl, if you like someone, you can't talk shit to them. Yeah, especially if you are of the same sex, you can't continue to talk shit to them and then purposely bump into them 2 or 3 times without getting your ass whooped.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is not elementary school. We don't do the hitting and talking shit to show that we like somebody.
I got one in on him. I didn't. That was it. I punched him, but that was it. I wouldn't shake him. All right, then you had another question. How long is too long?
Oh, yes.
Funny Mickey.
And this is more of my question because I think I'm the only one not engaged or married, right?
In this room, definitely.
Okay, so
yeah, go on. I'm with these guys. I'm with them.
I'm with the brothers now.
Oh, you're in the fraternity now, huh? Okay.
What's taking so long, Mickey?
Whoa! I mean, Mickey's brand new in his relationship. He's still in the honeymoon phase.
Take your time. Take your time.
Relax.
You don't need me to tell you.
So, with that being said,
you last person.
Only because Joseph, how long were you with your beautiful
on and off
fiance, not girlfriend now?
On and off for 8 years.
8 years.
8 years, 2012 to.
And this is when
the emphasis on and off out the gate.
But listen,
is a little
because people are going to think on and off straight. What way?
How long was the break, Ross?
I'm sorry. Let me say for 8 years straight, they're going to think. You know what's wrong with you or what's wrong, whatever. I mean, they're just gonna think like someone's a loser in the situation. But on and off, we were clearly going through some things, figuring things out, patching it up, blah blah blah.
Now this is on and off when y'all made it official,
right?
Yeah. Not prior to
not counting the first 2 years of, not counting 2010 through 12.
So basically, it's been 10 years.
Sure,
it's been a decade.
I mean, sure,
we gonna call it that.
Y'all have known each other for 10 years.
Yeah, they've been involved for 10 years.
There you go.
This is like our MikiDz relationship.
Sure. Yeah.
No, but Anyway.
Yeah, I think y'all were involved before MikiDz came up.
It's been 11 years.
No, because she saw Echo do the show, and that's where she saw me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She did know Echo.
She's like, "Who's this guy?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the same guy that you met at My Ties with, and then you were with me when I met Sam." That's funny. You were with me.
Yep.
You were with me when I met her.
Come on, man. It was engagement.
Yo, you got to come to the wedding.
Oh man, if I'm not there, it's a problem.
Yeah, that's true.
We're going to be off if I'm not there.
right. Mickey, go ahead.
All right, so let's circle all this back because you're going to be a good size distance between everybody else. Sean, how long were you with Erica before you got engaged?
A little less than 2 years.
Little less than 2 years. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Wadi, same thing, on and off, like.
14 years. Oh.
Okay. But their off was for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It wasn't a couple of months. Like their off was like for a minute. He had some other situations going on their off time. So
yeah.
Okay. But when you got back on, how long before you got engaged after that? A year. Okay.
I was about 5 years, just about 5 years. Yeah.
So Joe was 8. What was
it?
8, 9?
Yeah.
10 years.
Involved.
10 years involved.
So how long is too long, do you think? We all have different answers, clearly.
This motherfucker. 8 years.
No,
Sean, I'm on your team now. I'm on your team, Sean. Rell, I'm on your team.
You calling me the wrong black man? Like, come on, man. You're not making a good case for yourself.
That's because both of you fuck with me. Both of you torment me. For the last 8 years, you guys have tormented me. No, fuck that. 14 years.
I don't know, man, because I feel like, you get to that 2 year. So personally, for me, I've never been in a relationship straight for longer than 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's usually you get to that 2 year mark, and that's what they always say. You get to that 2 year mark, and that's when you really know, like, if you want to be with somebody. 2 years, I'm like, I'm over it. I've either stepped out, I checked out, whatever, whatever the case is. So I think that 3-4 year mark is probably about ideal, is when you want to do it. Again, that depends on the two people involved in the situation. I'm just saying, speaking on average, I think that's ideal. I think if you do anything past 5, it's probably too long.
Mm.
But I've known people, I've done a wedding for one of my sister's friends. They were together for 12 years. They were dating since the 80s and finally got married. Like,
sound like Janet and Jermaine.
Yeah, like they were together for well over a decade. I did their wedding like 12, 13 years ago. So keep that in mind. So they were married for a fucking minute. I mean, they were dating together, for a minute before they got engaged and got married and shit like that. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I said, me personally, anything after 5, And if everything seems solid and everything, you know, and I'm saying within your relationship, if everything seems solid and it's after 5 years, what you waiting for? What are you waiting for?
So this is my whole take on it. Because I'm fresh and new to this. You got to do what feels right, whether it's 1 year or whether it's 10 years or 14 years or whatever.
Yeah.
If you think you're with the right one, then continue to take your time and work out the kinks, iron as much out as you can, because a number shouldn't represent when you should or shouldn't, or when you should get married to someone. Like I've told you guys before, 2 years ago, I had 4 women, 50 plus, corner me in a kitchen at a baby shower, saying, "When are you going to marry that girl? We don't know her. We know you've been with her for. When is it going to happen?" And I'm just like, the only response I can give them is what I truly felt was, when it's right, it's right. Now, sure, you're going to say that's a cliche line and all that, but only you know when it's right. The first 5 years of being with Sam, it was never right. I felt like I had the right girl. She had her head on. She was going to be done with the industry. She's going to be going to USC. You know, she wants to get away from this stuff. And she's a good girl. And I see the way she acts with my godson. You know, everything made sense, but we need to do a better job of being on the same page. So that's a big reason why I waited so long. I'd say about 6 years into it, 6 to 7 years, it hit me. And all I ever want to do is just be able to feel what's right. And when something feels right, whether it's business, woman, whatever, that's when I want to move forward. Okay, now is the time. Not because, well, they say 3 to 5 years you should marry your lover. A lot of people do that because that's what they're told, and then they end up divorced, or they end up not feeling right or unhappy or whatever. Like, we have friends that are not happy in their relationship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Not happy in their marriage.
They're not happy. That's what I mean. Yeah. They're not happy in their marriage, and that's unfortunate. But you know, I would love to know: did you marry this person because it felt right, or because you were pressured? And that's the last thing you do, is want to feel pressure. So again, within the last year or two, I said, it felt right. Let me get everything in order from a business standpoint, financial standpoint. Let me make sure I got myself in order to be the best person I can be for her. And 8 years later, it couldn't have been a better time because it felt right.
Yeah.
So that's my whole, and I understand, bro, you saying anything longer than 5 years. Sometimes it takes you, if you feel that's the right person.
Yeah, and
take your time with that and say, nope, now's not the time. But we're gonna continue. I can't tell you how many times Sam said, I don't like, whether she said I should have broke up with her or she should have broke up with me. That's happened a lot. She's asked, why are you still with me? And my response is, because we need to work through this. Because I know you are the right person and I'm the right person for you. I know there's something here. We need to work through this. Yeah. And it's not about being afraid of being alone, because that's usually why people stay in relationships.
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's the reason why I said if it's a solid situation, then yeah, if you guys are solid, obviously, clearly you guys weren't quote unquote solid. So if you're solid and it's been longer than 5 years, what the fuck are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Yeah. I think a lot of people make excuses and shit like that. I think a lot of people are quick to get married because that's the fab thing to do right now. Let's go get married. All these celebrities made it cool to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? Back in the days, it was cool. We out here fucking all these bitches. You know, we popping bottles. We doing all this shit. But now you see some of your best, you know, stars or people that inspire you getting married, being in relationships, having family. You know, you look at Jay-Z and Beyonce. You look at Kim and Kanye. You look at shit as ratchet as Cardi and Offset. They broke up so many goddamn times and they keep getting back together. So you know what I'm saying? Like, numerous of people that you kind of see, like they make it popular. Like they're rapping about they're making music about being happy in a relationship and talking about their trials and tribulations that they experience in that. So I think that can be an issue about why a lot of people are so quick to jump in it. To Joe's point, so quick to jump into a situation or jump into a marriage and not quote unquote be ready, you know, be fully committed or know what the reality of being in a marriage, what it means, you know, to be in a marriage and to move forward with that. So, you know, again, if you're solid, my opinion is, if you're solid, 5 years, anything after that, I'm asking Sam's question. Why are we together?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sean asked me like 2-3 years ago. I think you just got engaged to Erica, and then you came back to LA for something, and we talked about it, and you was just like, yo, straight up, like, why haven't you proposed to Sam? And, it was in a club, so we made the most of the conversation. But it was like, I was dead honest with you. Like, it's just, like, I get it. I know what you're thinking, but it's just not the time for that right now. Like, because, you don't know shit about the individual if all you do is see them on Instagram, and everyone looks happy on Instagram, right?
Yeah, of course.
Sam and I hardly post pictures of each other on Instagram, but when we do, it looks like we're in the best relationship. It looks like everything is going well, but that's not reality to some degree. There's still things being worked out behind the scenes. And if she's not willing to get better and you're not willing to get better, then yeah, call that shit off. Yeah. Because if it's the same shit after, you can say after 5 years, same shit. If she's not willing to grow, then maybe it's just not going to work out. But Sam was always trying to grow. Everything she did, she was always trying to evolve, and she knew I was trying to evolve. So, and I told her, just hang on. Something's here. Just hang on.
Yeah.
So that answers your question.
Thank you.
Yeah. By the way,
take your time, Mike. Don't rush.
Sam lost 300 followers when she posted that. 300 and counting.
Word?
Deuces.
Here's the thing. When a girl posts a picture with her dude, they get less likes. But when a guy posts with a girl,
my shit goes crazy, yo.
Engagement post is like birthday times 10.
Oh my God.
That shit. I'm gonna post engagement pictures for the next 3 months.
I'm sorry, we didn't take more pictures of y'all.
Oh my God.
Jenna actually does have more pictures of like y'all walking. She was like, listen, I want to record like the process, like us. When we were walking through like the bamboo shit or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have her send you guys those. Yeah.
And I wanted to do all that and get that specific shot because I wanted to put a portrait on a big portrait of that moment on our wall. Because it's dope to just have like a Chinese garden in your house, period. Like just to have something like that. Yeah. But it's like, shit, put us in there. Now it's 10 times better.
I did mine's on the beach in the sand. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's an excellent view.
Yeah. We actually do have our fucking engagement picture framed in the crib. Now that I think about it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Before we get out of here, globalization.
Yes.
We just had DJ Bliss.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was a dope set.
Yeah. We got a lot of people hit us up about her. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, is she Brazilian or half? Because she's got the Brazilian flag in her.
Might be. I'm assuming so if she got the Brazilian flag or she just likes Brazil.
Maybe she's like Brazilian dudes.
That too.
Good soccer team.
Maybe she's a fan of the soccer team. And up next is Lady Shaw. Yo, she was all over the map with this. Like, She traveled to Miami often before COVID and had a residency out there. I think a bi-weekly residency, and then plus she was working with H Wood Group in LA, so the time with that. But yo, she was playing some shit. I was just like, yo, this is different. Yeah, it works perfect for what we do on globalization. So 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesdays. Catch us there. Who's going with Lady Shaw? You.
I am. Yep.
Dope.
Just be like old times. Yeah,
that's right. You guys used to work together. And I'm twitching with Rell on Wednesday nights and Tuesday nights on Twitch.
Tuesday nights, come check me out. Maybe trying to sneak something since I got my brother Waddy here. Might try to do something on Sunday.
Okay.
But definitely check out Joe. Joe every fucking day, I feel like, right?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays, 1:30.
There it is. 1:30 or 2 o'clock?
I'm gonna do 1:30 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are out of here.
Peace.